And students, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the note F, up, down, up, and then an unnamed song on page 29. The top of the page says the notes E and F with chords, but that's what we'll be looking at. So let's review the note E from last time. E is the open first string. Open is a really, really important term that I want everybody to know and understand. Open strings mean nothing's going on here with this hand. I'm not putting any fingers down on frets. I'm playing the string open. When we put a finger down, it's called a closed note versus an open note. So E is an open first string. Again, I am going to be a stickler. I don't want them using their thumbs for notes. Thumbs are for strumming and playing bass notes. I really want them to be either using their index finger or their middle finger. Middle finger's fine if that's more comfortable for you. I will be doing the exercises with my index because that's what I prefer, but either finger works just fine for what we're doing right now, as long as it's not the thumb. Okay, so the note F is a closed note, meaning we are going to put our fingers on a fret, specifically the first fret of the first string. Now, F can be a really tough note for your first fretted note because the tension is super duper high right here. High tension means we have to push down a little bit harder than maybe we would up here. So, pushing down hard, we're actually going to do this from 3 different points. We're going to obviously push down with the tip of our finger, so there should be, a good amount of strength coming from just the tip of your finger, pushing that down. The other point, your thumb back here, they are actually working together. They are pushing against each other, kind of like that, but with a guitar neck in the middle. So while this finger is pushing down, this thumb is pushing against it as well. This is going to mean that not all the strength is coming here, about half of it's coming from this thumb. The other point that we can come from is your shoulder. If you bring your finger back with that shoulder a little bit, you can actually get a little bit more strength as well. Now, I don't want it to cause you to do like this or anything, but you can bring this arm back with the shoulder, and that'll help you get a little bit more strength on that fret as well. If you're getting this sound, it's a strength issue. It's that you're not pushing down hard enough. All right, other than that, let's talk about how to get a good sound out of the fret. You want to be on the bottom of the fret. That means that metal part is the bottom of the first fret. This would be the bottom of the second, bottom of the third, so on and so forth. We want to be as close to the metal without actually being on top of it. So as close as you can possibly get without being on top of that metal or touching it. So we got our finger in a good position. We're pushing down hard. I want to make sure I have the tip of my finger, not like this, but the tip with a very arced finger. You should be able to see a good circle right there. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. You don't want to have your hand up against the guitar like that. You want to have some space in there. All right. While you're getting everything ready, don't be pushing down the whole time. Right as you go in to press the string, that's when you kind of start pushing down that string. If you're trying to get everything else settled and you're just pushing down this string for like 30 seconds, you're going to tire yourself out. So yeah, look at everything, but don't push down until we bring our finger over here and we're ready to play that string. Push down, and now we get the F note. So if we're looking at up, down, up, the first measure is E, 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 followed by F, 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 followed by E, 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 followed by F, 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 F. Now, how do I know those are the notes? A couple of different ways. First of all, they tell you, right? They have an E in that first note, and then it's kind of assumed that the rest of those notes in the measure are E. Then they give you the F on the first note, same idea. So they actually give you those, but that's not going to be a typical thing. Those notes are going to, those letters in the notes are going to go away. So we do actually have to learn how to read these notes. They also give you finger numbers. Finger numbers mean what finger you're using. For an open string, they're going to give you a circle on top. You can think about this as a 0, meaning 0 fingers on the guitar, or you can think about it as an O for open string. The 1 indicates the finger number that you're using. It actually doesn't mean fret. That's a big common misconception that is going to line up very nicely for us because it is the first fret, but it's a finger number. It means that you're using your first finger. So first finger, first fret to play that F. The other way that we can know these notes is that E is in that top space, right? There are 4 spaces in the staff. E is on the 4th space. F is a little bit higher up than the E on the staff. It's actually on a line because it's the next note up. So you can tell the E's on where they are on the staff as well as the F's. If you have any other questions on sort of staff reading, email me, let me know. Sometimes it helps to just sort of type that stuff out. All right, let's go ahead and play through up, down, up. So we're going to start with E. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's up, down, up on page 28. All right, let's take a look at page 29. You're going to play a note followed by a chord. Again, the note will be played with your index finger. The chord will be played with your thumb. So for the first measure, we're going to go E, C chord, rest. E, G7, rest. Excuse me, let me start that over. That should have been an F there. So starting over, we're going to go E, C, rest. F, G7, rest. F, G7, rest. And then E, C, rest. All right, that is it for today. Next week we'll take a look at the G note. I hope that all helped. Good luck practicing, and let me know if you have any questions.